What is up? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you're watching this. So today we are trying to make some money. So I have a batch for BJ Club. This is gonna be a first for me. I've been in this wholesale store a handful of times, I don't even know, so I don't know the layout. It's only a 4-item order for $15. Instacart is paying $12 and then the customer is tipping $3, I believe. I know that it was over $10 for this batch from Instacart, and I live pretty close to BJ Club. And I was like, fuck it, why not? I can remember exactly what I have to get. I have to get butter, sugar, eggs, and diapers. Shit, I didn't look at the units. I never look at the freaking units. So somebody asked me what units were, and I did explain it in the comments, but it's basically like the total number. So it can be like, you're doing a 4-item order, but it could actually be 6 units. So there could be like 2 packages of diapers or whatever, which that's not a big deal if there is. Diapers aren't heavy, so I'm not worried about that. But I'm just, and everything they got, I don't think I seen a little number next to the thing anyways, so we're good. I mean, if it is, it's nothing major, so. But I've never been into BJ Club with Instacart, so I'm excited to see if it's like Costco, where you have to have that like membership thing to get in the door, because Costco, they like pat you down and shit. I'm kidding. They just don't play. They're like, if you don't have a membership, you get the fuck out. Sam's Club is, they used to be like that, but they've chilled out. They're like, you know what, if you ain't got a card, good luck. So we'll see how BJ Club is. I'm never gonna get over saying that. Like, who came up with that name? Seriously. The zone starts for me right across the street here. So as soon as I cross this light, I'll be in zone technically. Boom, I'm in zone. And I live like 3-4 blocks down, so that's stupid. And it goes like right around where I live and starts back up down the street. It's so stupid and I can't deal with it, so I don't. I read an article this morning about DoorDash being sued for stealing tips because they openly came out and admitted it. Weird flex, but okay. Here we go. All right, so far so good. 2 of the 4 items, none of this is doubled or anything, so it's just 4 items. Super easy. I just found the 3rd. Does anybody else feel like they're on like one of those game shows when they're like speeding around these stores? Because I do. That's a big bag of sugar. Holy crap. That is one of the fastest shops I've ever done. I got that done in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Mind you, this is how big the store is.
Did you scan the items under your cart? Scan coupon now. Insert coupon into slot.
Well, now I'm about to head to Costco for $17 for this panic attack that I'm about to have. I don't know why, but Costco is like the worst wholesale store ever. I do not, like, it's just, I don't know if it's because there's so many people in that store all the time and I'm just like in a rush and people don't move. It just gives me anxiety. So there's 2 like kind of heavy items in this order, which is, they're both large packages of pop or soda, or whatever you call it. Us here in Ohio, we call it pop, but it's just that. There's no water cases and it's only that. Then there's like some goldfish and paper towels and stuff like that. So I'm not, that stuff doesn't matter to me. Took the batch, Instacart is paying the majority of it. And yeah, so some people have said, I'm just gonna like, some people have said like, well, $17 for a batch, that's not too bad. And I want to make it so clear that I'm not saying that $17 isn't good for, let's say, an 8-item order, which is what I have. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is Instacart should be paying the majority of it. If the tip is bigger than the pay, it's not a good order. The whole point of a video that I made where I took a really large order for like $15 was that the customer didn't have to tip. So the customer could have not tipped and I would have done all that work for $15. And the customer had 3 days to put their tip on, and Fortunately they did, but sometimes customers do take away their tips. And you have to be willing to work for whatever Instacart is paying you, bare minimum, and then add on the tip. Because it's not a guarantee that you're gonna get it. But it's just, I don't know, I'm gonna get going now. So the parking lot doesn't look too bad in Costco. Maybe today is just my day. Like, today is just a good day, you know? Because there's really not a lot of people here compared to what's usually Costco's like, you know what I'm saying? Same. Costco wasn't too bad. It's not too busy in here anyways, so it's all good. I just played Tetris, but I wish all these boxes that have like a bunch of stuff in them, I wish they all had handles. It would make it so much easier. So just finished a order, and my orders have been going super duper fast. Like, I've been shopping really fast today. I feel like I've been running around. Oh, I was just victimized under the auto accept thing that they're doing. So randomly, if you are one of the lucky winners, you get a free, but no, I'm kidding. No, but randomly, if you're one of those people, you get your batch auto accepted. So that just happened to me, and I ended up having to go to Fresh Time. Luckily, the order isn't paying like absolutely horrible, so I'm not like upset about it or anything. I just didn't get to see if it was Instacart paying me or the customer, which scares me. We all know how I feel about that, but whatever. This one took me a little bit longer. I feel like for sure my other orders for today are gonna balance it out, because this one took me a minute. I had to go to the meat department and they were taking forever. They always do. It doesn't matter like who you are, what you do, how you do it. The meat department and the deli is gonna waste your time. All right, well, I decided that I needed a rest day, so I didn't end up going to the gym today. My body was just hurting. So there is a call for Instacart about to happen. There we go.
Instacart, but still needing a real path forward to real change. So tonight you're going to hear from some of our leaders in this campaign on video, and we also really want to make sure that you guys have a chance to,
and we get it done. Fast Food Workers with Working Washington helped spark the $15 minimum wage movement, and we recently helped pass laws giving domestic workers basic rights and food and retail workers better scheduling.
Sundries and a cheesecake, and I took them up 4 flights of stairs with alley parking.
4 cases of water.
The customers did not assist me, except for the cheesecake. The 2 young college students took that, and one remarked boldly at me, "Why didn't you bring it out all at once?" Yes, I did get a bad customer service remark on that day.
Hell yeah, I
injured
would
my
have too.
back lifting 48 pounds of water without aid, and I was out for a week. I was introduced to Emily and Working Washington when I replied to a Facebook post after that incident. I relayed that story of that day. Working Washington invited me to become a part of a panel of other gig workers that included Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, and Shipt. We spoke about the ins and outs of our work on a live feed. It was also recorded so you can see that panel on YouTube. I will admit that I was hesitant at first, because please, we need your help to make the changes that benefit us all. After all, this is just business. Thank you so much for your time.
Dude, I feel like
Jansen,
I get to have the world right now. Like, yeah! That is like some pitchforks type shit.
Standing behind and with you as we work on income inequality, and what you have done and what you've already achieved around income inequality, and specifically around the tech industry, is really just phenomenal. Workers did this. Workers are powerful. This is how movements get built. And people are paying attention to you, and it's about time. And we know that workers should get paid enough to support themselves, and that customers should know where their money is going. And really, at the core, we shouldn't have to give up the basics just to get the good stuff about flexibility and convenience. Technology is supposed to be lifting all of us up, and it can but it needs organizing. It needs your voices to make sure that we continue to make sure that this economy works for all of us. We know that money and power are concentrated in CEOs and investors, and that before you all organized, before you lifted your voices, nobody was listening to workers. But you have changed that.
We hear you. Any issue that's happening to you has happened to me, Sarah, Vanessa, any of the other people that are working closely with us. And especially me, I comment on everything in an 11,000 person group. I hear you. Even if it's not an issue I've had, I try and message that as much as possible to the public. But you know what? We got none of those things. They want us to say 1.5. We didn't get any of them. We've seen the data coming in this week. We've seen the data coming in since that announcement that they were going to give us our tips back and all these things. But people who have worked for Instacart since 2015, 2016 know that whenever they solve a problem, they create a new one. So the problem that we're keeping our eye on is the fact that they're going to now be bundling 2 and 3 batches for one $7 to $10 payment, or just continue to do all delivery only for $5, while continuing to condition customers to pay us $2 for a tip. 5% is not enough. I agree with everyone. I wouldn't even settle for a 10%. I'd like 15 because that's what's fair. We bust our asses, we sweat, we hurt ourselves. That's what's fair. So the things that we're going to be focusing on right now is getting higher pay and transparency, and finding a way to easily convey that to the masses, the public, the customers, journalists. Just today, Fast Company released an article talking about the 22-cent tip. That gets us around the tip theft, because even though they said they're not going to steal tips, we know they are. So moving forward, we want to just keep a vision, keep on track, and trust in us that we hear you, we know what's going on, and that Instacart is going to continue to behave abhorrently towards people that they consider not worth a living wage. We are the ones that made your company worth $8 billion. And if you don't treat us right, we are going to take it from you. So now we need to focus on getting the message of higher pay and transparency out. A lot of you guys work in different apps. We're connecting right now with the DoorDash drivers. We're going to hopefully reach out to the Grubhub drivers, the Amazon drivers, and we all have to stand behind each other as one. So we can all message the same thing. We know we have differences, but the main point is higher pay and transparency. None of this algorithm stuff. It's just not working, and it's proven by 70,000 shoppers saying no.
Okay, so the meeting is over now. That meeting was super informative and really inspiring. I don't know why. I was just in there like I could literally, I don't know, stampede somewhere right now, because that's how I felt. I felt like we were all together. I don't know how to explain it. It was just a good feeling. But who knows what's gonna happen with the upcoming next couple of weeks with Instagram, because like it was wow. But thank you guys for being a part of this. I'm gonna go ahead and end this off here. I love you guys, and I will be here tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day.